Tena chung ke social welfare jok sorkar jela ha ka khadlai terik risau arjar arpusan kala rakhe ya ka International Day of the Girl Child arjar arpusan Halarity International Center for Performing Arts and Culture Auditorium Shillong halor kapang ka khna kanthai ka bangalong ka jingkala ka bangalayalam ki kanthai ka badon hakmat e jong ki jinghe ha kani kisngi nagalyang umentri rangba nangta unong aibu jokatanat social welfare ba polang do bat ka Emily jong kalaim khra kakong amparin lingdo kila sam ya sanitary pads shaki khna kanthai na ki school ba pher nangta ka jingpen bana ya ka safe motherhood program jingpen kuburam ya ki khna kanthai ka jing sam ya ki check shaki NGO bat ya ki jaka ki bari bat sumar ya ki khna bat ka jing sam lengba ka core digital ya ki jing ai jingkershan ka bakot sha ka sau pholak sha ki nongtrai aganwadi hapo ka pradhan mantri matru vandana yojana.
That when we have the safe motherhood program, as you all aware, and as soon as the baby is born, we realize that there are many mothers and families at the village level, in the rural areas, that don't even have a single piece of, a shirt, pant or a frock or a skirt to give to their child. There are some cases like that. They don't have enough medicines to give. They don't have the soap. They don't have the different requirements that a baby requires because they are in the rural area. So we have decided to give small packet when the baby is born to the mother, which will include clothes, again made by our self-help groups, which will include towels, which will include soaps, will include some medicinal and kind of nutrient value tablets for the mother as well as for the child, and also a small guide that tells the mother in local language what she should do, and to the father also what he should do when certain situations are there in case they are not able to connect with the ASHA or with the doctor's concern. So a small manual will be included in that. So I'm hoping that these self-help groups will then further help us in producing the baby clothes that we're going to be distributing to the mothers when the baby is born. So therefore there's a very strong kind of a socio-economic model which we're trying to develop, where we're trying to help our society, but at the same time ensuring that this help comes from our own self-help groups and we don't have to buy products from outside. Even the soap that we're going to give, just want to share with you, even the soap that we're going to give is going to be soap that's going to be made by our self-help groups right here in our state of Meghalaya. So this is what we're doing, and a lot of this will happen in the next 6 months to 1 year, and we expect to saturate all of this. But this is just one of the programs that we have. I'm so happy today the kind of suggestions that have come, whether it's to do with the counseling, whether it's to, and I connect to all the issues that are there. But I tell my daughters one thing. I tell them that at the end of the day, no matter what I say or whatever their mother tells them or whatever the society says or whatever your friends tell you, what matters is what you think and what you believe in. And I always encourage my daughters to have an independent mind. That does not mean that they fight with me all the time, but they must have their views. They must have the courage. They must have the confidence to always know that what they are thinking also is right. And of course discuss, and if they're wrong, then have the decency to accept that they were wrong and change themselves. And I think this process of growing and becoming adult is going to be a very crucial journey for all of you. I want to tell you, if any person comes and tries to undermine you, please don't accept it. If anybody comes and tries to make fun of you, stand firm and don't give in. If any of your friends and peers pressurize you to do something that you think is not correct, never do it. Never do it. Don't even think that, okay, I will just sit there and I will just watch, but I won't do it. Don't. If you think that what is happening is wrong, leave the room. If you think that what your friend is doing and saying to you, which is going against your belief, against what your parents have taught you, what your elders have taught you, and what your conscience tells you, turn away immediately. I'll tell you, sometimes these fractions of seconds, the decisions you make could be a matter of life and death. That is how important these decisions are. Sometimes as young children, we don't know, we go along with the pressure and we say, okay, my friends will feel bad. Don't ever have a doubt on that. If your friends are forcing you to do the wrong thing, they're not your friends. I'm not trying to break your friendship with your friends, but I'm trying to tell you that you have the right to choose what is good for you and what is not good for you. Last time I was with this Shubham group, and they're a not-for-profit organization that works in different social welfare sectors. And they came to me, they said they wanted to start a small unit that would produce reusable sanitary pads. And they requested for about 5 or 10 lakh rupees, I can't remember, from my Chief Minister's Special Development Fund, and I was happy to sanction it, and I immediately sanctioned the money. And it was with that money, if you saw, that they opened up that unit in Kanashnong area. I think it was in Sora area, I forgot the exact location. But they started that particular unit there, and they started producing it. And then they came up to me on that day and told me that, sir, we are now producing these reusable sanitary pads, but then we need support to get them across to the villages. So about, I think a year back or 6 months back, my wife, who happens to be a legislator also, an MLA from Gambegri constituency, so she started this process, and she took, from her own funds, she took certain reusable sanitary pads, and she distributed to the girl child in rural schools in her constituency. And the response that I got from them was that it was a huge success. And the children, especially in the rural areas, were very, very happy to get these products. And that was the point where I decided that we need to ensure that every single girl child, whoever desires or wishes to have this, must have it. And therefore, what we're starting today is a process that's going to take us a few months to complete. But my target is to ensure that every girl child must receive this packet, and we will be distributing it throughout the state in different regions. And the beauty of this is that these products are made right here in Meghalaya, and these products are made by our own self-help groups. So therefore, it's a win-win situation where the economic benefit of these productions that are taking place goes to our self-help groups, and we buy products from them.